Hey there, welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to talk about Pursuit of Hat 2, which means that there was Pursuit of Hat 1, which I have not played, but I'm assuming it's more of the same, so I'm not missing out too much. Might be wrong, but hopefully not. This is kind of a return to just a platformer, a puzzle platformer with a cool mechanic. You just gotta solve each level, and it's done very, very well. So let's get started and see what it's actually about. I'm going to press play. I did not finish it, but I do intend to. It gets pretty difficult, which is something that I love. I love it when a good brain teaser is absolutely right up my alley. So use these. We're at level 1. So we're this cute little dude, and we could jump a little bit. We could also climb. I just want to mention that the climbing mechanic here, that it just works and it flows very, very well. And that's not something obvious, so it is something that I wanted to mention. The fact that I'm walking and just jumping, it feels very flowy in a very good way. So yeah, we jump up, we get to the hat. We're done. We got to the hat. Lovely. All right, level 2. It's still kind of a tutorial level. In this case, we not only can climb, we can also hold up to this rope, and we reach the hat. Lovely. Moving forward, we're now at level 3, and this is where we get one of the actually new, the main mechanic. If we press space, we'll pick off. I don't really know what pick off means, but let's try it out. And we actually pull off one of our limbs, kind of gruesome, but done adorably. We pick off one of our limbs, and then we get a little bit of a limited, we're taking off something, so we run less fast. Okay, we run slower now because I only have one leg and I'm kind of bouncing on my body, but we left that limb over there on the switch that allows us to go over here and reach the hat. All right, so we give something, we take something. And this level is actually the first level where the game actually takes place, in the sense that the hat is running away and we have to corner it. So here I can't really do much. He's just going to run away. I'm not fast enough, and I'll have to go around. So I'm using what I learned so far, which is everything that I've learned so far, going up things, using the rope, and then I'll leave a limb over here and be able to corner my hat. So this is really nice progression. We've really used everything we've learned so far in order to get that hat. And now, the next level, we're introduced to something a little bit new. Again, the progression here is absolutely wonderful. There's this black goop. We're going to drop it down. It's going to flop down. And now we're going to need to leave a limb over here so that the hat won't fall to its death. Though I'm not sure a hat can die, but yeah, we'll skim that over. I'll get stuck on the black goop, and we can scoop it up. All right. So we can also pick up our limbs after it's not permanent, right? In this case, I have to put this down over here so that the hat could pass. Okay, I'm scaring him off. But if I'll continue to chase, clearly he'll fall off. So I reclaim my limb, and then I'll be able to jump over the gap. This is the last of the controls. That's the last control that we get in the game. And I just want to stop and mention here, I love the controls. They're perfect. Okay, jumping is with the up key. The down key is being used for something instead of not being used for anything, even though it's a very specific mechanic. It's being used for something. There's no reason not to. My hand is there anyways, so that's a very good thing that's not obvious to me. I'm very, very, very strong-minded about controls, and I want to say I love this, and space does the special mechanic here. So the controls are absolutely great. What I do want to say, now that we've kind of seen everything, is about the small delay that you have, especially when you replay a level a lot of times. When you take off your limbs, and sometimes you actually want to take off specific limbs because the legs and the hands are different. They have different functions. With the hands, I can climb up to the wire, right, that we saw earlier. So if I want to take off, say, one of my arms, then I have to take off my legs, and then I can take off my arm, and well, actually, I need to. Yeah, I just want the legs, so yeah, I managed to just get the legs, and then my arm is off. But I did have to go through the entire process of taking it out. And if I'll actually count, I want to count with you. Okay, from the second I press space until one of my limbs is out. 1, 2, that's 2 whole seconds, all right? And that doesn't seem a lot, but it's a lot. Especially if I want one of the other limbs, and especially if I want to take everything off. And I am actually capable of reaching just ahead. So I take all 4 of my limbs off, and then I take off my body, and then I'm just a rolling head. This takes a long time, and it gets tedious and annoying. This is nitpicking in a bit, but it does create frustration, and if each animation could be a little bit shorter, maybe just 1 second after a while, you could leave the 2 seconds for the beginning of the game, but later on, especially when you replay levels, have it faster. Just have it 1 second instead. That whole second is a lot of time. But yeah, I'm nitpicking a little bit. So there you go, I managed to get the hat, and I'm actually going to go to the level map because I want to show you a specific level. I think it's 12. Yeah, I do believe that's 12. So the only other complaint that I have, I really like the game in all its aspect. The only other complaint that I have other than that is the fact that some things are not entirely accurate in this game, and it could breed a little bit of frustration. Specifically, the basic thing that doesn't really matter is when I take off a limb, I just kind of throw it forward. And it's a short distance, so you can't actually control it mostly. But one thing that is really hard to control is kicking these things. Now this thing, I haven't shown you the natural progression, but it actually cowers away when I'm near, and it'll only not cower when I throw something at it. So it'll pick it up, but it won't actually shoot it until I get away. And then it'll just shoot it, take it back in, shoot it, take it back in forever. So these things, actually, I want my, no, shoot, I want my leg back. No, it actually took it in. So one of the things here is that you can actually move this around. If I'll restart, I'll be able to do it better with both of my legs. You're able to kick it, and the kick is really not exactly accurate in any way. You're actually able to, the strongest kick, if I'll go really far away and run a lot, then I'll be able to kick it very far. But I don't know exactly where that is. See, if I'm a little bit closer, if I kick from here, it won't be that strong. And I don't feel that. I don't exactly know how much I'll kick it. Even if I'm really close and I just want to move it a little, sometimes that little is a little bit more, as you can see. And that could breed a lot of frustration, and actually it created a lot of frustration to me because there are levels where you need to move them to accurate positions, and if you move them a little bit too much, it falls off the edge and you have to restart, and that's really annoying. What I'd suggest is allowing you to just to kind of change the animation. Either have, whenever I'm close, kick it very little, and when I'm far away, have him change the animation at some point that will instigate the strongest powered kick that you can possibly have, because you need to have that kick, and not have so many different levels of just a little bit and just and medium and then a lot, because that's I don't feel control over the game. It's just like whatever the game does, oh, oops, it didn't really work, and that's something you really always want to avoid. So yeah, that actually failed. See, I kicked it too hard. In this specific level, I have to kick it a good amount, but not too much. I don't know, that's too much? No. Okay, he managed to pick that up. Now he'll shoot it out, and I'll just stand on top of him and claim... Oh, what? That... Okay, that's I guess kind of a bug, because it fell on top of me, and instead of finishing the level, it kind of flew. But we'll ignore that. I really enjoyed the game. I played quite a lot of it. It gets difficult, and because you have a lot of different parts, and they have a lot of different functions, and you need to throw it there, and there's quite a lot of these things that shoot out. It's a really clever game with great level design. And that's it. I really enjoyed it. It's called Pursuit of Hat. It's by Good Day with 3 O's, okay? Good Day. And by Big Dino Games. That's it for Concept Hunter. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you guys next time.